Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I'm here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Sonic the Hedgehog and Birds of Prey. You're getting a twofer.
Well, you know, because now it's being set up to be Sonic the Hedgehog versus Birds of Prey, like we had with Alita and Captain Marvel last year. They're not being as blatant about it, but there's clearly what's going on.
Yeah, there's some weird stuff going on out on Twitter. There's some weird stuff going on with the media regarding Birds of Prey and Sonic the Hedgehog. We're going to do kind of a follow-up on our previous Birds of Prey videos where we kind of documented the box office decline and all of the weirdness surrounding this movie. Now, before we get into that, please subscribe.
Yes.
Please subscribe.
Please subscribe. If you haven't done so already, please do that and check to make sure you're still subscribed.
We're not begging, we're asking politely.
I don't even really care. Everybody else does it too, so subscribe. Anyway.
Everybody does it. Everybody does it. No, I want to talk about this though. We actually have been talking about Birds of Prey. This is really interesting, and I never did get an answer from Team YouTube. We've been talking about Birds of Prey for weeks. Not necessarily in a negative light, just like, hey, it's not going to do that well at the box office. Here's what the projections are. What were they thinking?
Then they changed the name. We covered that right away.
Right. And
new stuff.
Right. It was all news related. We weren't slamming on the movie. We're just like, the marketing's been bad. The box office is bad, yada, yada. Every Birds of Prey video we did before was completely fine. It was monetized. It was green. It was good to go. For some reason, Sunday night into Monday, after the movie failed miserably at the box office, after they changed the name, all of our Birds of Prey videos turned up yellow, which is limited ads.
There was nothing on them.
There was nothing in the videos to warrant getting yellow. So we don't know if Warner Brothers flagged the videos or some Birds of Prey defenders flagged the videos, because like I said, this is the first time we've had videos demonetized in forever, and they were just two Birds of Prey videos that were very, very tame. They did get reinstated, but they got the monetization back after like 24 hours after everybody stopped giving a shit.
Yeah, this is like what happened when we did She-Ra.
Yeah.
They went even further. They tried to copyright strike them.
Yeah.
And get them pulled down, and then we just turned around and made another one, you know, because it's not going to stop us. And then those videos would end up being released like a few days later when they because there was nothing. There was nothing in it they could have struck. We didn't do anything that violated. But we were 99.9% sure DreamWorks was doing it, and we were like one of the few people they were actually. It was just us because we had the wrong opinion and we were on the radar. Now this happened. We didn't even say anything bad. We just reported on what was going on and actually kept it fact-based.
Yeah.
We didn't even go see the movie, so we said we can't say if it's good or bad.
We actually said that some friends of ours that have seen the movie said it was actually much better than what the marketing gave it credit for, because the marketing destroyed the movie.
Which we said, and they still did this. So
and we actually suggested that they should have called the movie Harley Quinn, and guess what?
They did!
But we got demonetized for saying, hey, duh, that's what you should have done the first time around. But we're going to talk about this weirdness going on here.
Yeah, it started on Twitter.
Yeah, it's been on Twitter, and I thought it was a joke, and now I'm starting to think it's not a joke. I'm starting to think those wackadoo tweets that were throwing shade at Sonic and praising Birds of Prey with ridiculous praise for Birds of Prey.
Yeah, but they couldn't. But they're like, we went to see Sonic. Sonic's not out yet.
No, Sonic's not out yet. So people think it was a joke at first, and now it's become a copy pasta where everybody's just kind of copying the same thing, and they keep escalating. Like, you know, these ridiculous claims of how Birds of Prey brought them healing, whereas Sonic just...
They were spit on at the Sonic Theater by racist white men, but then they went to Birds of Prey, and everybody there embraced them and welcomed them. Because, you know, in the middle of a movie, when you walk in the theater for tickets you didn't buy, everybody's just going to stop everything they're doing, realize that you were abused at Sonic Theater, and hug you and tell you, it's okay. We get you here. It's okay. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry you had to deal with all those sexist white men. Oh, my God. You poor thing.
Well, I guess the one thing I can say about Sonic is that it's over quickly.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, this put out there by Darksun 984. All the name calling, the Birds of Prey, Harley Quinn fans. Yeah, there's some weird stuff going on.
Well, it was really weird too because it was that's why I think it was trolling. It was the exact same copy and pasted tweet over and over again with different people, and then it was like some variation of the exact same tweet over and over again with different people.
Yeah, we'll talk about this here real quick. We did talk about it before, And it is the exact same thing. It's all like, I took my husband's sons to go see Sonic and was appalled to hear the homophobic slurs used throughout the movie. Luckily, Birds of Prey was showing in the next room. My family had a much better experience. My family took my family to the R-rated movie.
And it was so much better experience because there was homophobic slurs. I doubt that. I really doubt that.
Yeah, so, I thought these were a joke, but people said that they're actually using them unironically. And people are actually making these claims that Sonic is such a garbage movie, don't go see it. Now, nobody really listens to Twitter.
What was funny was they're all saying they went to see it, but it's not even... I mean, their previews I understand, but you usually have to be invited to those. And there's not this many people would have gone and saw it all had the exact same experience amazingly in these
I know,
previews.
right?
So it was funny. I mean, it's like I went to the future and saw Sonic, and then I stole seats in Birds of Prey because it was so much better. But Sonic still got the money.
So, speaking of trolling, I want to pull up a couple of things here. We have been saying that it was completely unprecedented for Birds of Prey to change its name during its theatrical release. And we had a bunch of people jumping into the comments.
Oh, yeah, it was like copy and paste almost.
Copy pasta. Mm-hmm. People jumping into the comments telling us we were wrong. Movies have changed names before, and I had to correct them. I said it's unprecedented for a film to change its name during its theatrical run.
Yeah, a lot of them changed their names for the DVD. That's not unusual. I mean, it happened before, but this is actually, while it's in theaters, it's only out for a few days, and they changed the title.
So here we go, because people are like, oh my god, this is dire.
Here comes CBR, which ironically was one of the sites that I noticed this. I immediately noticed this. Oh, Birds of Prey's amazing, and Sonic the Hedgehog's garbage. The starting from was CBR. So, yeah, here they come.
Yeah, we're going to talk more about that, but here's an article from CBR. It's hardly the first film to get a name change after release. Everybody's making such a big deal about it. Other movies have had their names changed. Yeah, A New Hope for re-release. Mm-hmm. Okay, once George Lucas, finally realized he could make sequels, he did change the name. Raiders of the Lost Ark changed its name for home video because people didn't realize, I guess at that point, for some reason, that Raiders of the Lost Ark was an Indiana Jones movie. So we had to change it to Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Well, no, because they turned around and made sequels.
Yeah.
So they had to add, it was just Raiders of the Lost Ark, and then they're like, well, we're going to make this into a franchise. So then they had to put Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Indiana Jones and the blah, blah, blah. It should be Indiana Jones and the Birds of Prey. That would have gotten more people
there you go.
To the theater.
Nuh-uh, because that'd be sexist.
Edge of Tomorrow became Live, Die, Repeat. Again, home video release. Ghostbusters, Answer the Call. Home video release. So, no, I'm sorry. It's completely unprecedented. It's a very desperate move.
And the fact that we put this stuff up there and immediately there was the copy pasta stuff starting, just flagged us to what was going on. The Twitter stuff, then here comes the CBR articles. I am telling you, it is Alita versus Captain Marvel all over again. There should have been no competition then. There's no competition now. They're completely different movies for completely different demographics, but they're already starting.
It's already started,
because
people.
If you didn't see Birds of Prey, you're obviously a sexist misogynist who doesn't like strong female characters, and you'll go see Sonic, which is trouble and problematic and garbage.
It's a garbage movie. So this one's great. We didn't do a separate video on it. A lot of people did. They're blaming the coronavirus.
We did mention this, though, before.
We mentioned it, but I want to get down here because, this is true. Warner Brothers has said the coronavirus impacted the box office. However, Birds of Prey doesn't have a Chinese release scheduled.
No.
Suicide Squad never opened there.
It didn't, and we were saying they're gonna blame the coronavirus, and they did, even though we knew before it came out they were not releasing it in China.
So explain the U.S. box office, which was about half of what they were hoping for.
We'll explain Joker. It was also not released in China.
$1 billion.
Oh no, it's because of virus. It was not going to be released in China. So the coronavirus had absolutely no impact on it in China.
R-rated movies generally don't get a release unless they cut the hell out of them like they did with Deadpool.
Yeah, Deadpool couldn't go over there until he made the PG-13 version, which is probably why they did it, let's be honest.
Yeah, that's why they did it. So, speaking of comic book resources, this is interesting. It's one of the few reviews that are remaining live. It talks about how it's disjointed. Now, I did read the review. It's not completely terrible. It said it's uneven. And let's be honest, we're going to go see it tomorrow night, but we were not expecting the best movie ever. I'm going to be honest. Mm-hmm. Even though they did change the graphics, thank God. I'm not expecting the best movie ever. Video game movies typically aren't that great.
I don't know, the Detective Pikachu was good.
That was like the first really good video game movie.
I mean, I'm going to go in open-minded, but we're going to go because we want to support the fact that they listened to the fans and they made a mistake and they fixed it. But it's just, right away. Here we go. We're going to start, Birds of Prey, poor Birds of Prey. Oh, Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, it's not very good either. And how come this gets to stay up when other reviews are taken down? Because the review embargo was until tomorrow.
Well, yeah, because Bounding in the Comics had a review of it. It's gone. This Slant Magazine had a scathing review. It's gone. Comic Book Resources gets to keep theirs up. There's nothing on Rotten Tomatoes yet.
No, because it's embargoed till tomorrow. And you can guarantee the critic score is going to be shit.
Oh, yeah.
But Birds of Prey, of course, is going to be phenomenal. Because you have to remember who's reviewing these movies. We saw the same thing with Star Wars.
So I think that there's definitely going to be some...
I don't believe anything Rotten Tomatoes is.
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes, you can't even trust the audience score anymore. No. But people on Twitter, if they're not slamming on Sonic the Hedgehog, they actually said it's better than they expected it to be. Some people said it was actually pretty good. People have seen the preview screening of it.
Well, that's what they're saying about the same Birds of Prey. It was better than they expected it to be. Some people think it's crap. Some people think it's pretty good. It runs the gambit. I'm sure Sonic the Hedgehog is going to run the gambit on reviews.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. We're going to go see it. Again, the whole purpose for us going to see it is to support Paramount because they actually did the right thing. Unlike so many movie studios that double down on stupid decisions regarding existing franchises, Paramount decided they were going to fix it to the best of their ability. And it might just be a polished turd. But I think they should get our money because we were complaining about the designs, so we're going to put our money where our mouths were.
Right, because otherwise, if you don't support what you complained about, you end up being like these people in comics that, scream and ree about wanting changes, and then they make it their way, and then they don't buy the comics anyway, and the comics get canceled. And then they say it's everybody else's fault.
Yeah, it's all the sexists and the misogynists and whatever, the racists got a comic canceled. Did you buy the comic? Well, no, but I was reading the torrent of it. I went out to the scan site and read it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's like, no.
There you go. That's why I got canceled. That's why I got
They
canceled.
made it for you, and then you didn't support it. So that's what you have to, put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah, so we're going to watch this. I think it's going to heat up, especially if Sonic does better this weekend than Birds of Prey.
Oh, it's going to get really interesting come next week, I think.
Well, I've heard that a lot of the Thursday night screenings, a lot of people are saying they're sold out.
Yeah, my one friend said that he had there was different ones. There was like 3 different ones, and they had to go to the last one because the other 2 were completely sold out.
Which is a pretty good sign because we saw the opposite with Birds of Prey, where there were empty theaters and the tickets weren't selling. That's usually a pretty good indicator it's going to come in low. We saw that with Rise of Skywalker. Sonic originally was projected to do 20 to 30 million. Then we were hearing it could go as high as 50 million. I don't know where it's going to wind up, but if it beats Birds of Prey, you can expect a lot of screeching.
Yeah, just wait. It's going to come.
Yeah, it's going to come. So, it's going to come fast.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to come fast.
There's a joke in there somewhere, but I'm not going to make that joke because we don't want to get...
every time there's anything that's like remotely, you're just, there you are. You're like, ooh, shiny. And then you like pounce on it. And it's like, really? Go ahead.
But it's over quickly.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't brag about that. But anyway...
What do you think I'm talking about? All right, we're going to wrap this one up.
Yeah.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, and we will talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Clownfish TV. Please consider supporting the channel. Go to clownfishsupport.com. That's clownfishsupport.com. And if you want to join our community, go to clownfishtalk.com. That's clownfishtalk.com. Please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We will talk to you next time.